Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads, where today I have a channel update for you. And this is something I've talked about on the channel for several months, and you all have probably gotten to the point where you're tired of hearing me talk about it. But, I definitely think it's time to not only talk about it, but make some changes. And so that's why we're here. I talked about for the last several months about feeling a little overwhelmed, red flags that have, popped up about I'm getting a little in over my head and I need to pull back. And yet, last week, the week before, I'm pumping out like 10, 11 videos a week. So yeah, I was looking at, you guys always talk about how organized I am in my spreadsheets and everything else. And I was looking at my schedule and looking at how many videos I had completed in March and what I had on plan for the rest of March. And it was gonna be like 48 videos. And I was like, I'm just back into the same cycle I was back in October of last year when I did 58 videos. And it was just like, that's just way too much, and it's really starting to not only affect my ability to watch channels and support you all, keep up with all the commenting, but it's affecting my ability to even read, because I've just been so inundated with making videos and content that's been just a priority. And reading has kind of, even though there's been some weeks I've pumped out some books, I've had to lose sleep to do it. And it's definitely taken a little bit of a toll on me. All the while, this being the hobby that it is, my professional and personal life have been really busy as well. So it doesn't make for a great situation. And so being self-aware in all of this YouTube and BookTube stuff being a hobby and self-imposed, I definitely am going to pull back. And so I figured the best way to do that would be not to once again post a video and say, yeah, I recognize I'm doing too much and I need to stop. And then just, maybe stop for a week or take a few days off. And the next thing you know, I'm back making 10 videos next week. I figured I needed to make some changes with the channel to begin with. I'm approaching different milestones on the channel, and I want more flexibility. And I think that, along with all of the stuff I'm trying to do, events and buddy reads and live streams and everything else, has really kind of escalated and give me a more reason to kind of reevaluate this. And so here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to change up kind of the weekly outlook on what I do. Obviously, the cadence has always been Sunday, a weekly wrap up. Monday is from the shelves. Tuesdays, tag videos. Wednesdays, what are you reading Wednesdays? Thursdays, usually a Conan or Sherlock. Fridays is book reviews. Saturdays, Saturday shorts. And that's been kind of the cadence. So a majority of my content, the series and stuff that I do, is earmarked and it's scheduled and it's locked in based on the day of the week. And then obviously there's other videos that I like to get to I don't get to on a regular basis, like Let Me Knows, book hauls, which I've started to get more prevalent again, character deep dives, why you should read, those really fun videos, or I really like to do those kind of, are more sporadic. Well, what I would like to do is, one, I want to scale back the number of videos I'm doing a week. That's bar none. That's going to be the one big change. But to make sure that I have that I do that and give myself the flexibility that I need, I was going to change the way my week is structured. And so in looking at the week that it is now, with all the videos that I am currently doing, and in the videos that I get to every now and then, and kind of listing them out and thinking, okay, what do I want? How do I want to do this? There was 2 videos that are just kind of like the staples of my week and my channel, and that is the wrap up and the Saturday shorts. To me, those are both non-negotiable. at this point. And so those are staying. There's going to be a Sunday wrap up. There's going to be a Saturday shorts. Those are staying. But I also want to do a couple other videos during the week and then allow myself, 2, 3, 4 days off, whatever the case may be. So I can do other things, whether it's work on passion projects like my library video, work on reading more books, work on supporting you all more, and stop feeling kind of inundated and overwhelmed with trying to stay ahead and make videos ahead. I mean, last week I made 5 book tags, and that might sound like, oh, well, great job. Yeah, I worked my, off to do it. And so when I was doing that, like I did not get reading done. I mean, I spent over the course of 2 days knocking out hours worth of work to get the book tags done. Now, I'm not here complaining and whining, and I don't want your empathy or sympathy, but that's the reality of it. And so, yeah. So what I'm proposing to do is I'm going to have Sunday, the weekly wrap up. I'm going to do Saturday shorts. And in the middle of those two, if I look at my week, Sunday through Saturday, in the middle of that, I'm going to, sprinkle in these videos. I'm going to maybe do a from the shelves, maybe do a book tag, maybe do, a character deep dive, maybe a book haul or a Conan or a Sherlock, but there's not going to be no real cadence. I'm going to treat these how they should be as series and do episodes here and there. So one week might be, let's take next weekend as an example, because this is going to start next week. But Sunday I'll do my wrap up from the previous week. And so when I get to the section in my wrap up where I talk about looking ahead, what videos are on the horizon for this coming week, I have 2 book tags already scheduled out there on Tuesday. And so when I do my Sunday short, Tuesday I'll do 2 book tags. I might do a video on Thursday or Friday. It might be a book review. And then my Saturday shorts, and that's it. And then the following week, I might do my weekly wrap up. And then I might do a character deep dive. And I might do a Conan review. And then my Saturday shorts. And kind of that's, and then each week will be, if I've got book reviews to do, I'll do book reviews, and I'm trying to I don't want to throw out, I want to do 3 to 4 videos and no more. I don't want to be that regimented, but that's kind of where I'm trying to land, is in the 3 to 4 videos a week kind of area, because I think that will give me enough days off to feel like I can not have to, be inundated with videos, and I can still stay up on everything else and feel like I'm working on things that I want to do quality work versus quantity. And so, yeah, that's going to start happening next week. And so it dovetails into something else I want to talk about, is BookTube, and it's a trap. Yeah, I know, and that sounds really harsh, but it is. And BookTube is great. I love BookTube. And I know that sounds like a contradiction to what I just said, but BookTube is a trap, and I want to explain. And I know there's been thousands of videos of why people leave BookTube, or they get overwhelmed by BookTube, or BookTube becomes problematic for them. And all of these things are self-imposed. And I'm not here to point fingers and blame everyone. Well, you couldn't handle BookTube because you couldn't get your priorities or your organization, or I'm struggling, and I feel like I'm a pretty organized person, and I make priorities, and I make BookTube probably more a priority than what it should be in my life. But nonetheless, BookTube is self-imposed, and these problems that BookTube have are coming from the fact that BookTube is great. Because if you think about it, when you're on BookTube, it's hard not to compare, like any other social media platform, when people are doing tons of videos, or people are doing major book hauls, or people are just continually doing book tags and tagging others, and people are active and everything else, and you think, oh, I need to do more of that. You automatically, as a human, start judging yourself and start feeling inadequate and all that, and it pushes you either to do more or just to go away. Now, that's all self-imposed because it's your point of view, your perspective. You control that. But BookTube has beauty in it, in the sense that there's community, there's engagement, you meet people, we're talking about books, even though it can morph outside of that depending on your perspective. BookTube is a beautiful thing, and I think more people need to talk about it. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I love BookTube. I think it's great. But it has to have moderation, especially for me, because I am one of those type of personalities. I'm either 100% in or I'm not at all. And I really struggle when I have to find myself compartmentalizing pieces of me over the course of what's priority in my life. And I struggle with that because I'm rather, I've got my personal life responsibilities, my professional life, my responsibilities, and my hobbies. And it's hard sometimes when I want to be 100% into this hobby to spread myself and get back to over these things that really matter. And so it's just hard. And I understand that. That's on me. But anyways, I can get off my high horse here. The beauty of all of this update and the beauty of this change is it should allow me to feel less inundated. The last thing I want to do is get on here and say, hey, guys, this isn't for me. And that's not the case. I like what I'm doing. I will say that I'm spending a lot of time doing it, and that's on me. So I definitely need to change, and I think this is going to be a positive change, and I think it's going to also maybe you guys will miss me. Probably not, but who knows? Maybe, having a few days off, you'll be looking forward to the next video, and it won't be just another routine where, hey, I know Kevin's going to have a video tomorrow or two kind of thing. So we'll see. But that's my channel update. Definitely, it's a positive thing. I hope you feel like it's a positive thing. I don't, necessarily need everyone to comment and say, hey, do what you need to do. I know most of the people think that anyways, but if you you want to comment, that's fine too. I'm not going to dissuade you from doing so. But at the same time, I know you all support me, and I just wanted to give you this update. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be rejuvenating in a way, and yeah, I'm excited. And I think that's a good thing. I want this to be an exciting hobby instead of feeling like a job. And it's definitely started to delve into that. And I'm glad I'm recognizing it and taking action to change it. So hope you have a great rest of your day. Sorry for the downer here, but I'm happy about this, and hopefully you guys are as well. So have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks.